Hey everyone, Late47 here in widescreen. Today I've got a bit of a tutorial style video to do. It's going to be my first time doing this, so I'll probably completely stuff it up, but at least you can see what I did wrong if I do stuff it up. I'm hoping I don't stuff it up and then you can learn from me. Basically what it is it's changing the insides of a Vision Stone tank. Now I've already taken my old cartomizer out of there, okay, and given everything a good clean. Now these things easily switch off. I'm going to put the video down as far as I can go so you can see what I'm doing, and I can do it a lot easier. Anyway, so you can take off all the ends or both ends quite easily just by unscrewing it. So as I say, I've given it a good clean, and this is where the actual cartomizer goes. Here's the new one. It's quite delicate. There it is there. There's a few little pieces there. Quite delicate. What you've got to mainly be careful of, from what I can tell from people that have had failures, is this. I'm not sure if you can see it, but here there's a black wire here, and it's attached to this metal ring. So I need to sort of move it out of the way a bit. Okay, so I'll just very gently move that out of the way. And what they say you need to do first is screw it onto the base. So this is where the cartomizer will attach to the battery. Okay, so and in the middle there's a little nipple or whatever you want to call it there, and this basically screws on there. So I'm not going to stuff around, I'm just going to screw it on there as best I can. Well, let's see what they mean. It's quite fiddly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically, when this goes in, it's going to need to be horizontal. I don't know if I'm probably going to stuff this up, but it needs to be horizontal like that, okay, because it's going to go into the base. So I'm just, without actually trying to put much force on this here, I'm just using the actual middle of the black wire and bending the middle of the black wire, and then I'm paying very close attention to where that black wire is, and I'm going to screw it on again now. That's a bit better. It's quite difficult. Okay. Okay, so I've screwed that on now. Now the next step, and this is the bit I'm worried I'm going to break. Okay, so I've screwed that in. Sorry if you didn't see that, but I've screwed that in now. I'll just zoom in a bit so we can see a bit clearer. Not zoom in, but focus a bit better. Whoop. Okay, so I've screwed that onto the base. Now the next thing you need to do, and this is the bit, like I say, I'm probably going to stuff it up and break the wire, but this is where you need to get the that metal ring needs to go in the base. So I'm just sort of squishing it down. Okay. And I might just grab a little screwdriver and just, not sure if you can see, but just make sure that that's pushed all the way in. So that way my big fingers aren't getting in the way. And I can push it all the way down. There we go. All the way inside. So now the ring is all the way down in there. And you don't really want to touch this wire too much. Okay. And that's it. It's now inserted. So I'm not sure how good my video was there, but I hope that you can follow along. But as I say, it was my first time doing it, and I was just trying to make sure. So the one thing, the biggest weak spot is going to be this wire where it attaches here. So you just need to be very careful. So when you bend the wire, don't sort of hold on to the metal ring and bend it. Grab hold of sort of the middle of, and if you've got maybe some long nose pliers, you can use those to bend the actual wire yourself, like by grabbing hold of the black wire and bending it. Then once it's sort of raised up a bit and sort of in a horizontal position, screw the thing into the base of the tank, and then once that's in there, then sort of crimp the metal ring bit so that it fits down inside the actual base, and then rather than using your fingers, which are quite big, just use something, maybe even a pen or something, to push it down that last millimetre or so into the base. And that's it, it's ready to go. What I like to do, though it's not completely essential, is to just unwind these a little bit. Okay, don't need to be completely unwound. You just want to sort of unwind them and let them sort of come back by themselves. Okay, I'll do that with the other side as well. So open them up and let them come back. Open them up and let them come back. There we go. So I've done a little bit too much on that one, so so you can see there how it's sort of still together, but it's sort of separated a bit more. So I'll just get them to come back together a bit more. I just want to get them, let's say, out on this side. There we go, it's a bit better. Okay, so now they're a bit frayed, I guess. You don't want them too frayed. And the idea is that you stick them down into the base there, and then you grab, well, actually first we need to grab the signature sort of vision cap that goes over the actual cartomizer itself, and you can see there's those ridges there, and they need to line up with the actual wick itself. So I'll just put that on there. Okay. You don't want to push it down too tight, and you want it sort of fairly balanced on there. Okay, but that'll stop the juice from overflowing into the middle, and obviously flooding down through the bottom. If you don't do that, it will just flood. So anyway, and then we just so I've got that on there now to show you that, and the wicks are down in sort of the base well down there, and we just put the tube straight over the top. And maybe let's put it on upside down, so let's try that. There we go. Nice and tight. And the top one, and that's the tank back to where it was before. Now obviously you can clean the tank, which I've done. I cleaned it maybe about I'll just put that back up to me. I've cleaned it maybe about 2 or 3 times, and it was fine. But I noticed after the last time I cleaned it, it was sort of like less than a day before it was needing to be cleaned again. So the first time I cleaned it, it lasted for like a week after I cleaned it, and that was fine. But like I say, once it got to that next point, it must have been maybe the coil just wasn't, maybe I just needed to dry burn it, I don't know. But the innards aren't very expensive, and if you sort of can get them in there without breaking that wire and all like that, then you basically got a brand new Vision Stone tank for, you know, half the price or less than half the price in some cases. Anyway, I hope that's helped. If you ask me questions about it, I probably won't be able to answer, because as I say, that was the first time I've done it. It's just that I haven't actually seen a replacement video for these on the web yet. So I thought with a few people doing it and having a bit of issues with it, I thought I'd do one, you know, and then other people can see it and learn from that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Light 47.